sabi mo sa'kin ay ako lang, pero ngayon ba't walang paramdam? Ang sabi mo sa'kin ay teka lang, ngayon hindi alam kung nasaan. Sa'kin ay ako lang.
Woohoo! Let me hear. Let me hear the claps. Salamat sa mga nag-iintay. and all the comments. Um, but yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Cardboard Buzz. My name is Ivan, and welcome to tonight's stream. Just to address the comments, no, yes, rock and roll. Um, Huli si Variable Play. Cover tour original a few years ago and a few pounds ago. I was a musician. So yeah, it is an original song by my band. Yeah, the title is Parabola by Running Days. But yeah, I think Kenneth has commented as well, pero probably an emoji, which is why I couldn't see it right here. Pero yeah, um, it is a 5 minute song. Kapag tag ito, I think rock music tend to last 4 to 5 minutes because of all the refrains and choruses. But yeah, it happened that way, which is the struggle then into getting airtime sa radio. But yeah, thank you very much for hanging out and coming over today. It's been a while since I've streamed. I haven't streamed in a long time. I have no plans of streaming actually. my my plan is to just keep producing what's this um videos on YouTube. Pero for those of you, I think most of you are watching from Variable Play nga pala, and Cardboard Boss is a part of the Variable Play network. So I'm here so that because I'm contractually obligated to, kaya I have to do this at least a few months, a few times in a month. Um, and what else? Pero yun, kidding aside, I'm happy to be here. Kamusta naman kayo? Going over the comments. Ganda ng lyrics. Ay, salamat, Clint. Um, Proper song length. Love it. Thank you, Ron. Oy, Morgan. Hello, Morgan. Kaway, kaway. Everyone, kaway, kaway. Ronnie says nakakamiss din ng live bands. Yes, I agree. And as of the music video, yeah, it was just shot on a home studio. Nung na-record namin yung song, may kasama ng music video. So sure, why not? Ayan. And by the way, what do I have in store for today? Is basically to tell you a story time. Pero it's not going to be me live telling you the story. It's but basta I'll explain it to you in a bit. Pero I wanted to try what's this? This format of just interacting with the people that are hanging out. So let's keep it interactive. Feel free to chime in on the comments on what's happening. Pero what I wanted to start with is an icebreaker muna tayo, is to just play a simple game, which is the higher or lower game. Which of the basically options showed in the screen is Googled more? For example, I got my shirt on. Thank you, Kiyo. I do have my shirt on as well. But thank you for hanging out. What's this? So yeah, basically, like in this one, for example, Edward Snowden has 550,000 average monthly searches on Google. Do we think Jennifer Lawrence has higher or lower? So feel free to chime in the comments for every item here. Do you think, is it higher or lower? I think definitely this one is going to be higher. That's 2.7 M for sure. But Jennifer Lawrence versus Earth. Is Earth higher than Jennifer Lawrence? Eesh. This one I don't know, but I'm leaning towards. Ugh, Jennifer Lawrence is very specific. Earth is specific in a way, but it's kind of. I'll say higher. Ooh, lower by 600 million.
Meet Time
Oops,
Dots,
ads.
the latest in
Okay.
productivity and time tracking software.
Lower
With Time
because
Doctor, you
reasons.
can easily
People
track
who
your
said
workday
lower, you're
activities.
correct. And sorry for the ad. Di ko in-screen, pero that's my score, 1. Okay, let me do it again before we actually go to what we have. Um, exactly, ads. Okay. Elvis Presley, 1.8. Cinema Paradiso. I am unfamiliar, but I will say lower. It is lower by a lot. Cocaine. Oh no. Um, Content warning, by the way. 18 up. Um, this should probably very okay higher. Paris will definitely be higher, way higher. Okay, 3.3 m. Eagles, okay. Higher for the cocaine. Um, Eagles. I think Eagles would be lower. I think a lot of people search for Paris way more than they search for Eagles. So yeah, I think okay. Austerity. What the heck is austerity? I have no idea. Um, hmm, I'd say lower. Okay, this lower, 200k. Soul. um, Higher because I googled this word myself. True, that's a good point. Soul has higher. Ooh, just by a few, really, with K-pop. Okay, Uri Geller. I don't know who Uri Geller is. How did I say lower? 60k. Who is he though? Figure it out later. Comic book should be higher. Okay. Old Boy. Have you guys seen Old Boy by the way? Strongly recommending Old Boy, but I definitely think this is higher. Okay, by 100k. If you haven't seen it, I think it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. So yes, Old Boy is a movie. I think it's Korean made. It's an old movie now actually, and I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. But yeah, it's a good watch. Antoine Griezmann. Okay, looks like a football player. Uh, I'd say lower. Oof. Okay, it is higher.
Meet Time
Fine.
Doctor,
And
the
again, we
latest
get
in productivity and
ads.
time tracking
Very
software.
professional stream
With
right
Time
here,
Doctor,
boys and girls, if there are out there. But okay, there we go. 9 points. Um, okay. But yeah, feel free to try the game on your own if you're not doing anything higher, lower game. But maybe let's try again later when we're ending the stream na. Pero for now, let's get to the agenda, which is very simple lang naman. If you haven't yet, or if you haven't checked it out yet, Cardboard Buzz has a YouTube channel as well. And I mostly upload videos there, especially if I cannot um, I cannot upload them on directly sa StreamYard because of technical difficulties. But all of my videos go there. My ads na pala tayo, yeah. Unfortunately, unpaid. But usually, tag dito, wala, ganun talaga. Free websites. How do I find this game? Higherlowergame.com is the website. Higher Lower Game, or you can just Google Higher Lower Game. That should be the first um, result. Okay. But again, as I was saying, the agenda for today is to tell you how I accidentally got into Mythic in MTG Arena or Magic the Gathering Arena. So, um, that's what we're going to do today. Actually, we're just going to watch the video that I have uploaded. It just went live 14 minutes ago as well. Um, there you go. And you can chime in on the comments and we can react to it as soon as possible. I mean, in real time as well, so we can guess dig deeper among about the things that I've said. And for the content creators as well that are watching, feel free to ask about the video editing and stuff. I don't know, anything you're curious about, uh, we'll do it. But yeah, let's see. Actually, I don't remember how this video goes, but here we go. Hello, everyone. My name is Ivan, and welcome back to Cardboard Buzz. And if you're new here, this is a channel about board gaming, and in this specific case, this is about card gaming as well as I tell you a story. This is the first episode of Story Time, and I will just basically tell you in this video how I accidentally got into Mythic via playing Standard in Magic the Gathering Arena. So I will explain all those terms to you throughout the video, so please stay tuned. But just in case you haven't yet or you aren't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. Or if you're watching this outside of YouTube at the moment, consider taking a visit. And hope you enjoy the video. But that is it for me. See you in a bit. Cardboard Buzz. Oh, di ba? Sakto yung pause. And yes, Morgan, accidentally talaga. Um, well, which is, I guess, which is why I thought that the story would be worth sharing. And as Clint says, humble bragging. I guess kind of. Pero I mean, legit naman, legit. I wasn't expecting that I'll get into Mythic. Pero yeah. And ayun. Again, as I said earlier, Cardboard Boss is part of the Variable Play Network, and there's a lot of channels as well that are included under that umbrella. So feel free to check that out. Pero sige, let's see. Let's go. It started months ago. The Dungeons and Dragons set for Magic the Gathering was released. It's called Adventure in the Forgotten Realms. Now, what you need to understand is that before that time, I have never played Magic the Gathering before. Literally never. Well, okay. I think it's not impossible for, some of my audience to not know what Magic the Gathering is. So here's a quick explanation. Magic the Gathering is one of the oldest trading card games, maybe the pioneer of all. It is a game where players build their own decks. It consists of spells such as creatures and enchantments that are powered up by mana coming from different types of lands. And these lands are called mountains, swamps, plains, forests, and islands, or red, yellow, green, black, blue. Um, so that's basically what Magic the Gathering is. Dungeons and Dragons, on the other hand, is a role playing game, one I consider the best game of all time. Don't at me. But this is where players make pretend or role play certain characters as they embark on an adventure and oftentimes campaigns. It is literally where anyone can do whatever they want. So anything related to Dungeons and Dragons will obviously pique my interest. So that's what happened. Going back, the Adventure of the Forgotten Realms set was released, and as a D&D fan, I did my due diligence to check that out. And the way I did it was via Untap. I got some of my friends to play draft with me. So now, okay. So quick pause. I didn't explain what actually Untap is in this video, but I think it's worth showing it to you right now. At least for the one here on the stream. Let me share what Untap is. Okay. Here. Basically, this is Untap. Okay, I think I have to log in. Sure, I log in while I'm streaming. There's no problem. But basically, it's a free platform of basically card games. It's not just Magic the Gathering in here actually. You can play anything here. As you see here, this was the draft that we've played actually before, which I was talking about in the video. As you can see here, you can create a new game, draft sealed cube of everything that Magic the Gathering has released. Basically, if you see here as well, these are the games that are ongoing. But the thing is, of course, this is not legal at all. You don't pay for any cards, so I'm not sure. It's just a free alternative. So, ayun. And if you're looking into getting into any card game, I think it might be worth checking that out just to check how to play the mechanics of the game and stuff. Pero ayun. But sige, let's go back to the video. This Untap. Most of my audience are board gamers, so I think most of you would know what drafting is. But for the unfamiliar, I'm not sure what apprentice is, but yeah, Ron says it's like apprentice back in the day. So probably yeah, a simulation of the games. Earlier, Board Game Geek (UGG) defines drafting as a means of distributing cards or other game elements to players through an ordered, closed selection process, typically select and then pass. Now, remember how I mentioned players build their own decks earlier? In draft, you do it in a more limited sense. Deck building is more open in Magic the Gathering. My biggest problem on why I've never tried playing Magic the Gathering before is because of deck building. I do not have the time nor the effort and the resources as well for me to build one. So drafting makes it easier. Okay. Now what you need to know about Untap is that it is a free implementation. Cards are there. You can build decks without spending anything. But uh, personally, I'm not very sure about how legal it is. Is it supported by the publisher, Wizards of the Coast? I don't know. But it's a free alternative if you just want to try out Magic the Gathering. And since there are only four of us playing, we are drafting with four bots.
Hello, let's draft.
In any case, it was just one time. So we went ahead with it. And overall, I remember winning two games and losing one. And the experience made me feel good, made me enjoy Magic the Gathering. It was a very good experience overall. So now, I want more. I have enjoyed drafting, I have enjoyed playing Magic the Gathering, and I want to keep doing it. So I looked around and, saw this thing called Magic the Gathering Arena, which is basically a digital version of the game. Magic the Gathering is played very quickly, no? I think one of the reasons then why I didn't want to get into Magic the Gathering in the first place is alam kong ma-addict ako. And because I've played a lot of digital card games before as well, and I spent a lot of time and sometimes money playing those. So I guess one of the biggest roadblocks for me into playing Magic the Gathering is actually, you know, being addicted to it, which I think hindi naman as of the moment, so I'm fine. But oh well. I Okay, there you go. Physically with physical cards that you collect. Basically, people call it paper magic. Right? So Arena is the digital version for Magic the Gathering. Everything is owned by the publisher. It is as legal as it can be. It also looks nice with all the animations in the interface. I have played some digital card games before with some varying level of success, mainly Hearthstone and Legends of Runeterra. To some extent, Pokemon trading card game as well. So getting into Magic the Gathering Arena wasn't really an issue for me. But if you remember before, I mentioned that, time, effort, resources, nothing has changed. I still don't have them. But, I guess I have a few minutes or hours per day to spend, during break times and all. So I went ahead. Sorry, quick pause ulit. Baka may makakita sa akin taga-work dito. I'm still at work, by the way. Work break time ko lang. I thought I'd be spending an hour streaming. Because if I have to wait, tawag ito, to after work, wala na akong tao. Wala nang tao manonood sa akin. Tulog na yung mga tao. So, yun. Hello, if anyone's watching from work. Hi. Wala lang. I downloaded the client, played through all of the tutorials, and got me some basic decks, which is all well and good, but I'm not here for those decks. I wanted to draft. I wanted to draft D&D, the Adventures of Forgotten Realms set. So if you look into the events in Arena, there is something that is called Premier Draft, This is where you would be drafting with 7 other human players, not the bots, not with bots like in Untap that I mentioned earlier.
Play with me.
And after you draft, you keep playing someone of the same rank until sorry, just getting on the comments as well. Recorded naman so pwede mag-multitask. But yes, but I'm live as well. But yeah, they wouldn't know about that. Tapos, Ron says, it's just your way to take a break. That's true. We all need a bit of rest so we can keep on working well. That is true as well. And also water break. Quick reminder to drink your water for everyone watching. But okay, let's go ahead. Till you lose 3 games, right? So, winning 5 games will give you enough rewards to do another draft. So, if you consistently win 5 games every draft, you can be an unlimited drafter. So you just draft, you play, and win 5 games. Then you get enough rewards to do it again. So it's like the dream for me. It's the heaven, you know. But of course, I'm not that. I've played around for 2 months, so I'm shit at the game basically. But in any case, to play Premier Draft, it costs 10,000 coins or 1,500 gems. Gems is the in-game currency that Magic Arena has. It coins are in-game currency as well, but you just get them through quests. For gems, you can buy them with real money. Again, this is, I think, the third time I'm mentioning it. I still don't have the resources. I'm not giving them money. I don't want to. I refuse to give money. I refuse to spend money on trading card games. It's just me. I mean, you do you if you want to, and it's fine. I just don't want to. So I will just complete the quests every day. They're daily quests, and they give you rewards, coins, and sometimes gems, sometimes cards. And that's what I will do until I have enough coins, do a draft, then go 0-3, and then lose. So rinse and repeat, I do it again. For 2 months, I did this. And the story that I'm about to tell you just happened a few days ago. And it's not draft. What I'm about to tell you is how I accidentally got into Mythic in standard ranked in Magic the Gathering Arena. But still, I explained Magic the Gathering Arena to you. Anyway, actually, I think this is the best time to get into it at the moment. Magic the Gathering, Mythic and Standard Ranked. What are they? Okay. So, first, the daily quests are all different. Sometimes it makes you play certain color of cards. Sometimes it's just as simple as killing us. Okay, quick pause. I just Kiyo said he said that once. I think you're referring to the money, yeah, the spending one, no. Until you read the website with the title "How to Improve Your Commander Deck." That's true. It's temptation is all around us. That's what I think. Pero interesting with Commander. I haven't tried Commander yet, but it's one thing that I've wanted to for a long time. The thing is, well, for paper magic, I don't want to spend again. Pero it might be interesting. I wanted to try. I want to try playing Commander once. Pero ayun, sige, balik tayo. Killing opponents' creatures or playing a number of lands. In any case, it gets repetitive, right? And apart from those daily quests, there are also rewards if you get around, I think, 15 or 25 wins. I think it's 15 wins in a day. But of course, that's a lot of games. That's at least 15 games if you win all of them. But of course, you're not going to win all of them. Well, maybe you will because you're great, but I don't. So, free rewards though, coins, gems. So, with all the questing I've done and all the free packs I'm getting, I was able to build a decent deck. I've spent all my mythic rare wildcards for the gold span dragons. So now, what is standard and what is ranked? Well, as the name suggests, standard is the standard way of playing Magic the Gathering. It's what I've explained earlier. Each player brings their own deck based on the legal set of cards there is, and they play. Whoever wins, wins. Now, ranked, as with any other game, multiplayer game there is basically the ladder system, like chess, basically, where you play to be the best. You play to be the number one. In Magic the Gathering arena, there are different ranks: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and the highest level, which is mythic. Okay, and within this five classes, there are four. They're subdivided into four further classes. So bronze 1, 2, 3, 4, silver 1, 2, 3, 4, and etc. So I started playing rank because it's more fun. There's your rank at stake, so playing your best game is important. Every decision counts. With all of that explained, going to the recent timeline now. A few weeks ago, a new set was released. It's called Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Now the D&D set is done already, right? So whatever got me to Magic the Gathering, it's done. So I'm just into Magic the Gathering right now. But in this case, instead of adventures and campaigns, the theme of the set are werewolves and vampires. But anyways, what that means for me is a new drafting experience, right? So it's different from before. So I wanted to experience this one. Now, I do my usual grind. I actually was able to win 7 games in one of my runs. So I'll show that to you very quickly. But I went 7-1 in my first draft of the set. Very first draft. 7 wins. It felt really good. Okay. Bad pause, pero but kaya I 7. went 7-1 in my first draft of the set. Very first draft. There you go. Do you see that? 7 wins, 1 loss. Wala lang. What's this? What I wanted to say here is draft is difficult. I mean, which is why I like it, I guess. Kasi aside from playing correctly, you should also build your deck correctly. You build your deck correctly by drafting correctly. So there are multiple layers to drafting, which is why I really like playing it. And in this case of Premier Draft, you try to build your deck and get 7 wins. So it doesn't happen very often, especially for me. I think I've won 7 games in one draft 3 times the whole time I've been playing Magic Arena, and that's all I've been trying to do. So ayun, it was just such an achievement for me to do this or to reach this. Kaya ayun. Pero going over the comments as well, Ron says he's only playing starter commander. I think ito yung pre-constructed, right? Yung pre-constructed commander sets. I think that's what I wanted to try as well. Kasi buo na rin yung deck. You don't have to worry about buying them. You just play them. Um, D&D MTG will never die. So says the guy who buys cards to improve his starter commander deck. Yes. Keep buying. Wizards would like you. Would love to have you buying their cards every time. And Innistrad Midnight Hunt, I think Javi has previewed a lot of the cards pala relating to that as well. But yeah. Okay.
7 wins. It felt really good. So this video actually was originally meant how I had a back-to-back 7 wins on my first 2 Innistrad Midnight Hunt drafts, but that fell through. After winning 7 wins the first time, my second draft got me to 5 wins, and the third got me to 0-3. So there's no payoff to the story. All my coins and gems were gone.
Have you ever experienced, or have you ever thought after winning a game that you're the best at that game, at that specific game? I think that's what I felt that moment when I won 7 games with a deck that I drafted. I felt like the king of the world, and I felt like I'm the best at drafting, and I'm sure that I'll get the 7 wins again. But it didn't happen to me. Pero I just wanted to know if you guys feel the same way too, if you get that feeling. But yeah.
So, Now, anyways, never give up. Start grinding again. Now, with the new set comes new cards, so I was able to upgrade my previous deck that I built for free to help my existing deck and proceeded to play standard ranked. Okay. Until yesterday, I was just playing casually, and then I logged on, and after the first match that I won, it showed that I am Diamond 4 with 3 wins left to Mythic. So I realized this and I panicked. I was excited, but I panicked. But amidst that panic, I still turned on OBS and recorded the rest of my games, which I'm going to show you right now. All right, let's get right into it. I'm not sure how in depth you guys would prefer me in doing this breakdowns, but no, I'll just try to commentate over some of the games. It's going to be pretty sped up. I don't think it's going to be worth it of your time if I do a play by play. But basically, what you need to know is that our deck is very aggressive, right? So we want to push for damage immediately, clear their blockers, their creatures, and we just push for damage every time. The thing in this first game against Mikey Poos is that his deck, which is as you see black and white, right, is very good at blocking us, especially with those flyers as well. Basically, to put it simply, their flyers are better than ours. So, in worst case, is as you would see here as we go over to our fourth turn, um, we miss our land drop, so we just have to concede. We cannot do anything about it anymore. So we lose the game one, but we just move on and we go to game two. And in this case, as you would see, we are more successful in pushing for those damages. I think one thing that has went well for us is our opponent's um, bad luck, I guess. So you could see he has played a Death Touch Basilisk, and we're just going to push for damage with our small creatures because we're not afraid of it, and we have the cards to clear them out. So that's what we're going to do. And as you see, they played their second Basilisk, and we still have a removal for it. So we remove and we push, and there is a third Basilisk. So we have we have a big creature in hand that is going to be bigger because of our existing creatures. So once we play that, that is a flyer that this basilisk cannot block, so they can delay us for a good amount of time, but it'll be difficult for them to have all the answers at all the right time. And as you see here, we've played all our cards. We don't have any cards in hand anymore, and they still have 5. So we have an advantage in terms of the cards that we have on board, which is something that you would want to have in these types of games. Typical card games or strategy games. Any advantage that you could have, you take. And here we got a good draw as well, a Dragonfire that we can kill their board with, and we can just push for attack, and so they just concede. On to game 3 with our opponent with a very kind of complicated name. So if you notice the lands that they've played, that's a plains and a swamp, which indicates that they're also in black and white, like the first opponent that we had in this video, the one that we lost to. But in this case, they seem to be playing slow. They don't have enough um, early plays, and we have managed to go to round 5 with a big threat in terms of our planeswalker right there. So they were able to remove it, but we still have our threat very early on the board, and we're just being aggressive. We just push for damage as much as we can, and they don't have any good blockers in play, so we just keep doing that. The thing with our deck is it can really snowball if there is no one to answer it, and in that case, their answers to our answers are being removed as well with the cards that we have in hand. Although they had a good Doomscar play there, which cleared the board for us, but we've done enough damage. They're at 5 HP, and the card that we played, we can just keep pinging them for 1 HP, 1 HP every turn, and they will just lose. So we conceded, and we go to the next game against Delicious. I pronounce it delicious. It looks delicious to me. But this is actually a freebie, so this one would be very fast. As our opponent just timed out, or it probably got disconnected, and they lost all their timeouts to get back into the game. So we just get those victories. It wasn't exciting, but we take those. But here we are basically just one win away from getting to Mythic. And this is our final boss, JJK. As you see, our cards are pretty decent. We have some good answers. We have a small creature on board, so that's good enough for us as we go to turn 4. But this card that they had in Search of Greatness is a big problem for us. They would be able to get value out of this because we don't have a way to remove it on our deck. So that's pretty bad for us. Just being honest, and so we were able to play a flying threat for us, but we can do some blocks with those big creatures, and as you can see, their creatures are just bigger than ours, right? So it'll be very difficult for us to handle all of these. But we have to keep playing. We have some tricks that we can do, like this block right here. You know, um, yes, you see right there. We were going to be able to prevent 4 damage to us, and we're going to basically trade one of their creatures until they did that, so it didn't get removed. But we made them spend a card. So in this case, we just have to try and keep removing their creatures, and at the same time, um, maybe push for damage. But in this case, I didn't think it was a good turn to push for damage because we still want to trade or remove their creatures by blocking with ours. The same that we did in the turn before. In this case, I think our opponent had options there, so he took a while to think. But same objective. I think we have the same objective, is to actually just push for damage using the creatures that we have. So we keep doing those. In this case, I do what we did again, and we were able to clear it successfully this time. So we have a flyer on board, and they have 2 land creatures. And I think that was a good time for us to push for damage, because that's 6 damage in total. They're down to 11, and we were able to play a flyer. And if you can see right here, well, you don't see me live, but I'm being very excited at the moment, as um, next turn we have lethal damage. If they don't play something that could prevent our flyers from attacking,
If you see right here, they have 17 power and 16 power. We have 14 life. If any of those attacks go through, we're just dead. Wala lang. That's one of the this final boss was crazy for me.
then we would just be able to push. Though, as you can see, they're just going to attack us for 17 plus 16 damage. So we have to block, and we do that. And there you go. For our last attack, 7 plus 5, that's 12. That's
Morgan says, buti walang trample. Exactly. If they did, I would have died anyway, right? But lucky for us, walang trample yung creatures nila. And for those unaware, trample would mean that even with a creature blocking it, the damage would still go through. And you'll be hurt. Pero anyway, let's finish the video.
it's more than 11, and we were able to kill him. And there we see the rank screen. We got it. We are mythic, and just celebrate for a bit. But basically, thank you for watching this video. That is basically how I accidentally got into mythic via playing standard ranked in Magic the Gathering Arena, all the while trying to just play draft again and again. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. If you're watching it from outside of YouTube, please consider, giving us a visit. And thank you very much.
Before I go to the outro, I was surprised this is a recommended video. Reading your board game horror stories. I guess I did this a long time back. That would have been interesting. But bye. Okay, that is the video. Thank you for watching. So let's go back to normal view. Morgan was asking, so your
So
draft.
imagine
Oops,
this.
sorry. Imagine that. Okay, so your draft place brought you to Diamond 4? The answer is no. Actually, magkaiba ang rank ng draft sa standard. So what got me to Diamond 4 was yung daily quests, actually. When I have to play quests, I usually just play standard, ranked, and I wasn't aware that I was winning a lot of those games. Um, and yun, one day Diamond 4 na ako and I just have to push for Mythic. And that's the first time I ever did. I don't think I would be able to do it this season. So it's okay. I'm done. I did it once. I'm fine. Um, Ron says, panalo pa rin talaga ang framework ng Magic the Gathering kaya timeless ang feel niya. I agree. This is, as I've said before, this is the first time I've played Magic. And um actually my brothers who were way older than me are old school Magic players. So parang I hindi lang siya wala lang siya sa tawag ito sa when I was growing up. That was not a thing. It's more of video games, right? And kaya yung trading card games ko are digital, which are Hearthstone and lately Legends of Runeterra. But it's good for Wizards then for creating Magic Arena. At least that encouraged digital card game players to play the game as well. And I kind of agree na so far with the number of games that I've played, I think Magic is one of the best talaga in terms of um trading card games or collectible card games. There's just not a lot that you can say about it. It's good. Well, I guess ang critic sa kanya is I can't really. I'm not an expert or anything, pero what I notice with the standard meta is it's very aggressive or it's very controlled. So, and I don't like playing long games. So sometimes I just concede kasi I don't have time nga naman. Ayun. But that is the video. Again, thank you for watching and hanging out with me. The video is out on YouTube. Please consider checking that out. As I've said earlier, I'm part of the Variable Play Network. I mean, Cardboard Buzz is, and they have a lots of shows. Actually, the next few days, let me see what they have. Tomorrow, Solo Board Gamers PH will be live with Klimt. Hive Mind is playing Horrified. Oh, Horrified is nice. I like Horrified. That will happen tomorrow, and then on Sunday is Ron with his Journey to Fitness on Solo Brawl, and 9 p.m. Sunday Night Magic with Javi. So feel free to check those out. I plan to end the stream in 12 minutes. I'm not sure what to do. I guess we can just check out some games. Um, what have you guys been playing lately, and what are you looking forward to? And on that note, actually, um, apart from this one, I have a few videos coming out this month. I think I would be on Gaming Library stream on G Live sometime this month. I'm not sure when yet, but that's something in the works. Just checking my calendar. I do have a giveaway ongoing as well. But this is rated 18 plus. I will not tell na lang what it's about, but feel free to check it out. It's shared naman sa Cardboard Buzz page as well. And Gloomhaven digital release is almost out this month as well. So for those of you like me that have always wanted to play Gloomhaven but does not have the table space, um, maybe it's time to just check it out on Steam. I have the early access. I'm probably go looking into streaming it as well. So apart from streams like this, which is just hanging out, I plan to do gameplay streams as well. So I think that first one would be a Gloomhaven campaign with some of my friends. I'm not sure yet, but that's the plan. Um, See you online for Gloomhaven. Yes, see you, Kyo. For sure. But yeah. What else? What else am I doing? Um, Yun nga. Um, I think Morgan said salamat ka ng It's been okay. It's been a while since I've played in BGA at all in Board Game Arena. Pero sige, let me promote na rin ang Discord ng Tabletop Gateway PH. Um, People are playing there a lot of the times. Often, actually. I think I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've changed my work shift. Pero I think they still play a lot of games in Board Game Arena, and yeah, Llama is one of the best games in BGA as well. It's just a small light card game that you play while hanging out with friends. But yeah, ano ba? I have 9 minutes left. Um, do you guys know about Poetry for Neanderthals? Have you heard about that game? That's one of the games that I've been looking into getting, but it's proving to be difficult here. So yeah, the reason why is I think um monthly I we have a get together with our neighbors right here sa community namin, and we just play games, board games. Last what's this? Anong month na ngayon? Last September was a birthday celebration as well. Basically played Jackbox. We had Samgyupsal pala. Yeah, we did Samgyupsal night. So basically we have a group of people that gathers once a month. And yung next tawag ito, yung next gathering namin is for October. And it's going to be a costume party actually. So that's pretty exciting for me. Kasi we would dress up. Our theme is 2021 pop culture. But of course, we always just play party games as well, which is why I wanted Poetry for Neanderthals. That's the reason why I'm talking about this. Um, and it's a basically charades, but more limited. As you are Neanderthals, you have to talk like cavemen. You have to use one syllable words when giving out clues. Like if the word is dad, for example, or father, you would have to do something like this is not mom. This is You cannot say husband or partner of mom or partner because they're two syllables. But yeah, ayun. Puro Keyforge currently. Inactive din ako for the past couple of months na. Yeah. I think Aya is still one of the active admins at Tabletop Gateway PH Discord. So, and it looks like puro Keyforge currently. That's good. That's good for the Keyforge community. Shipping cart na yan. Woo! I haven't bought a game in a long time. And I don't have plans of doing so. I don't think there's a game that I've been wanting to play and to get as well. I think one of the newest games I've heard is Rolling Realms, yung bago ng Stone Meyer Games. Um, and the only reason why I'm interested in that is, let me show it to you actually. Stop sharing this one. Here, Rolling Realms. The only reason why I'm interested in this is because I'm a champion. I'm a Stonemaier champion. Eh, what? Roll and write? Infinitely scaling roll and write. So, it's kind of interesting. To me, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to buy it, but it's like $20 lang ata. So, that's cheap din naman. But I have to, ship it to here. So, ayun. But yeah. Poetry for Neanderthals, unga bunga. True. Pineapples and pizza. Ah, yes. Pineapples on pizza. It's been a while since I've checked that game out, but I think it's good naman na. I just needed to print and play it or publish it, but I haven't gotten around through that yet. So, ayun. I have 5 minutes left. I think um I can just play the song again for the outro. That's 5 minutes. A 5 minute song. But I don't want to end it early then because I committed to doing an hour, at least to myself. So I want to do five. I want to be live for another 5 more minutes. And in that 5 more minutes, what we'll do is I'll go back to higher and lower. Higher or lower. Higher or lower. Higher or lower. Higher or lower. There you go. Uh, okay. Chill na. Add me up on Steam. I have a couple of remote play together games. I haven't tried remote play together. Pero like if we're talking about overcooked, like right, for example, it's like a couch co-op that you can play far away together. Is that how it works? I'm not sure, but I'm very interested on that. Ano na work schedule mo ngayon? I start 3 p.m. So I usually end 12 midnight, pero I sometimes extend to 1 or 2 a.m. So very weird waking up time and sleeping time for me. That's why wala ng tao kapag gusto ko maglaro or something. So yeah, every weekends na ako naglalaro IRL. Ayun. And Kio says, yep, okay, we'll check that out. Sige. Just a few minutes. Sige, let's do another round of higher or lower. Actually, for those pala that want have seen the Omega series that I'm doing, I think I'll probably releasing another one of that. I guess probably a last one for Time's Up. Um, the thing is, nababurnout ako dun sa game, even though I like it a lot. Kaya I'm trying to space it out and I'm trying to look for other games that can work on an online setting like that. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. But yeah, those are the type of games I'm looking for right now. In terms of board gaming with strangers, ayun, sige. Higher or lower? Noah's Ark versus YouTube. YouTube all the way. YouTube is going to be higher. YouTube versus liposuction. That's definitely lower. Mm, liposuction versus LA Clippers. Any NBA fans out there? Actual season na ba yung ongoing right now? Pero anyway, for sure this is higher. No. Oh no. Okay, ads. Right. That's why I didn't want to do this anymore because of the ads. Okay, we scored 2. Average score is 3.2. Let's pretend that never happened with the dog falling down. That is kind of sad. But, oh well. Okay. Uh, ayun. Sige, one more round. Rolls Royce versus Person of Interest. Person of Interest? I don't know that, but seems like a TV show. For sure, Rolls Royce would be higher. Batman Begins. Now, this one for sure would be higher. No! What?
Grammarly does
Again,
more
ads.
than catch errors.
Sorry for that.
With Grammarly, you
Wait, what is person of interest even? Ugh, ugh, ugh. What is persons of interest? Person of interest is a TV series. Okay. Oops. Okay. Inception. um, it's a series. Why is it more popular than Batman Begins? Oh, well, I guess because Batman Begins is very specific. Batman Begins. I don't even 2005 film. It's Christopher Nolan. Maybe it's very old na. I guess more recent ang persons of interest. Oh, ano ba yan? What a way to end the stream, pero that is an hour spent hanging out with you guys. And again, thank you for hanging out with me as well. I think that's it for me. Again, I guess a few promotions na lang. Check out the YouTube channel, check out the Facebook page, both Cardboard Buzz and Variable Play. Watch out for all the videos that are upcoming from all the content creators under the Variable Play community. And actually, if you're not registered to vote yet, maybe consider registering to vote. That the next few months would be interesting, and I hope you have enjoyed this 60 minutes that we have shared together. Great show, bro. Thank you, Morgan. And Kio says, aliwang informative. Thank you. It's a very free, freestyle format lang. I don't know what I'm doing actually, but no, might as well try it out. And I had fun. See you soon. And that is it for me. Goodbye. Wala akong outro. Hindi ako prepared. So, ito na lang ulit. Yan. Yan. Pero stream ending soon dapat. Oh well, sige. That's it na. Mag-end na lang ako in 3, 2, 1, bye!